What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the ACGL Mythic Recap, where we catch up with teams and players competing in ongoing or past Mythic events. Today, I'm joined by the man T3nshy himself. T3nshy, how are you doing today?
Doing good news, Gara, man.
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's such a pleasure having you today, and I'm really excited to talk about what I have in store for you. But just kicking right off, the team of Nibble, they haven't had the best luck when it came to match point. You know, you guys always were on top, but just couldn't close it out. But now you broke that cycle. What was the feeling like when you claimed that final win and closed out the series?
Oh, I mean, it felt really good. I think we kind of changed our mindset when it came to match point. I mean, you know, personally, I still don't like match point, but we changed the way we played because we were messing up at the way we played and made it a lot harder to win. But it felt really good to actually come and win because I think the last 2 or 3 tournaments we got like second. I know one of them was like a flop, but I mean, it did feel really good to eventually get that win, you know?
Yeah, I get you. And you guys are No, sorry about that. Your team closed the series out with 3 wins and 50 plus kills. Was that a satisfactory result for you and the guys?
It felt really good. I mean, I know I shouldn't be negative about it because it's a really good win, but I mean, the second game we should have done a lot better as well. I unfortunately messed up a little bit there and got us out early, but I mean, overall, I'm really happy with that. The only thing I could see us improving on is me messing up on the second game and, you know, maybe getting a 4th win, but it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, that was an amazing result regardless of you know, the outcome. I mean, you guys still won, but I mean, 3 wins out of 4 games and getting 50 kills in those games, it's still massive. And yeah, you didn't have the best game in game 2, but I mean, you still did exponentially well, and you guys can be proud of that result. But moving on, you guys are hands down considered one of, if not the best team in South Africa. I'd like to know, how much work do you guys put in as a team to maintain such a status?
So I mean, at the moment we're taking not really a break, but we're not really doing as much comp, but like before, and I know Chambi and Masuga are actually playing ranked a lot, but before that we were putting a lot of hours in a day. We were probably playing a tournament or scrimming every single day of the week besides the weekends, and then tournaments on the weekends, and so it was pretty much almost every single day practice. So a lot of time, and it was also playing in the day, so we'd get on at like a dedicated time, like 2 or 3, you play for a bit, then take a break, then into scrims, more practice. It was just a lot of practice.
I mean, that's amazing for you guys to keep that momentum up. I mean, it really shows as to why you guys get the results that you get. It's because you guys really do put in a lot of effort and work into improving as a team. I mean, it's constantly showing with how much you guys have improved as a team from when you started until this point that you've got to. But moving on from that, we have a clip now that I'd like to show. So we have a clip containing highlights from a listen-in with the team of Nibble. Let's have a watch.
Listen,
he doesn't feel.
what they're gonna do is they're gonna jump ahead with a Newcastle ult.
Yeah,
okay?
and then we
So
do you
save
have ult
nades.
for those, don't you?
I don't, but just save
Okay.
nades for the Newcastle. No, he's just standing on the rock. They're gonna try it now.
I'm burning
go.
one. Hard burning.
Oh, I missed. He's Volk ulting.
Dude, look
Perfect
Newcastle,
flash.
look Newcastle, look Newcastle. Newcastle's 1 shot. I killed Newcastle.
Good job.
Okay. I cracked him. It's 50 flash.
They're fighting you.
Okay.
I'm gonna just ult there. I got a good ult, I think. I think it's on your rat.
Oh, the Valkyrie one.
Go fucking go, boy.
GG.
That is that.
All right. So, you know, one thing I want to point out from there is like your comms, right? Do your comms ever get any louder or chaotic? Because that seemed fairly relaxed with regards to the sort of competitive standards that you'd usually get in a game with a team. So how are your comms usually?
I mean, I think we try and keep our comms pretty just clean and quiet, you know. It used to be a lot more intense, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with having intense comms, but in our team dynamic, it would sometimes just get overbearing and just exhausting, being so loud all the time. So I think we kind of just toned it down a bit in like a healthy way, where we're still happy about winning, still like really excited about it, but just at a point where we're not literally screaming in each other's ears and making each other deaf. So I mean, we just try and keep calm throughout the whole thing, because I feel like if you get too intense, you know, you can make mistakes, but it's just about being, you know, calm and precise about the situation.
Yeah, I mean that's really interesting because usually, especially with a team of your caliber, you know, you'd expect sometimes to have such loud or intense comms, but you guys have been fairly composed or calm. Anytime we've ever had a listen in with you guys, are fairly chilled, and I really love to see that you guys sort of found a sort of different dynamic that sort of worked for you guys as a team. And one more thing I wanted to point out is just the sigh of relief I just heard from all of y'all. Was that just from like you guys just realizing that, you know, the work that you guys are putting in towards improving and also like, you know, getting closer and closer to that win? Is it all of those feelings just coming together once you get that win?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think it felt really good to get the win, and, you know, having Masuko play his first tournament with us, it felt even better. And I honestly think that, you know, the past few tournaments where we've been getting second places, it has been really frustrating, is because we've been wanting to win, and we always end up being at the top at the start, and then we try something else and we just fall apart. So I think it was just good, like a really good feeling to eventually actually just get that win.
I understand that. That's fantastic, and I'm so happy for you guys because you guys utterly deserve this. And you know, it just goes to show that, you know, you just gotta keep putting in that effort and putting in that work, and eventually you'll get your reward. But just closing it off, you guys have signed Masuka now and won the Mythic Royale. What's next for the team of Nibble? Do you guys have any tournaments, competitive achievements in mind? What's on the mind of the team of Nibble?
So, I mean, I think we really want to take this team like as far as we can. I'm pretty sure we're going to be playing ALGS. We're going to be playing everything we can, every ZA tournament, you know, a lot more of the ACGL customs. I think we're going to be putting in the time to compete. And I think that as a team focus, we're going to be trying to do a lot more content as well, because I feel like every team I've been in has kind of lacked that aspect. And especially in a game like Apex, where the competitive like support isn't like that good. Like, you know, we have ACGL and stuff, so we're lucky. But like when we play like international events like European, there's almost no other tournaments you can play. It's only ALGS, and at the end of the day we could play ALGS for 4 weeks in a row and get nothing from it. So it's really difficult from that aspect. So I think from the team's perspective, we'll probably be doing a lot more content, competing, you know, doing other tournaments here and there. I think that's the plan right now.
I mean, I really love that answer because I think that is something that's really lacking, is having more content coming out from a lot of these competitive rosters. Because a lot of the time, especially having these competitive rosters, all we just see is compete, result, and it's not really just stepping out of that boundary and trying something different from that. And you know, having you guys now going into content, producing content from what you guys do, because it's not really going to be far-fetched from what you guys already are doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's possibly going to be surrounded by what you guys are already doing, or maybe something slightly different. But the fact that you guys are taking that extra step and doing something different is what I really love to see. So honestly, I'm going to be rooting for you guys, and I'd be waiting to see that content coming out from you guys. But honestly, that has been our time for today. Thank you so much for your time, T3nshy. It's been such a pleasure chatting to you.
Cool, appreciate it, man. It was really good chatting to you again.
Fantastic stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been our time. We'll catch you next time in the next one.